どうもお疲れ様です。ひろき先生です。Welcome back to For All Japanese Learners. Today, I will share with you some essential phrases that you can use when you travel to Japan. As I talked about in the other video, do you guys know that from June 10, 2022, the entry to Japan to tourist purpose has started? Although it is still restricted to package tour through travel agencies, but there is a possibility that the restrictions will be eased in the near future to allow individuals to enter for the purpose of free travel. Many foreigners are already visiting Japan after the lifting of 2-year-long isolation. Japan is famous for its tourist attractions, such as shrines, temples, delicious food, historical festivals, fireworks display, and many other attractive places.and events. So please come and visit us. I also have a video of me summarizing some of the events you should join in Japan, so please check it out along with this video. So, to help those of you who have never studied Japanese before coming to Japan, I'm going to introduce you to a few essential phrases that you can learn in a hurry. So, you won't have any problems in Japan at all.From versatile greetings that you can use to be at any time of the day, to phrases for talking to people, asking for something, and even phrases for emergencies. I have selected phrases that you just need to learn. Of course, I give you both a honorific and a casual phrases, so you can use them depending on the situation. But in Japan, people use honorifics.When meeting new people for the first time, so I'll be using honorific as the basis for this topic. I will introduce you with some easy to understand example sentences as usual. So, let's get started. Number 1. Konnichiwa Hello. Versatile greetings that you can use at any time.This greeting is responding to hello or hi in English. Of course, Japan also has a greeting that is appropriate for different times of the day, but this konnichiwa can basically be used at any time of the day. By the way, there is no distinction between honorific and casual, so it can be used at anyone. You can use it with your friends and family and another close contact.Or even with people you just met for the first time or store clerks. For example, when you enter a store, the clerk will always say いらっしゃいませ to you means welcome. In Japan, you don't have to say anything in return, but if you want to say hello to them, you can say こんにちは. Number 2. すみません or すいませんExcuse me. Expressions for calling the waiter, talking to someone. Many people want to enjoy shopping when they come to Japan, and I think it's definitely worth knowing expressions for talking to store clerks when you have something you want to ask. Of course, you can use this phrase not only when shopping, but also when you ask someone for something.It's pronounced correctly as すみません, but people pronounce it more often as すいません. This is an honorific expression, but people just say it that way because it's easier to say. Number 3. いくらですか? How much is it? Was used when asking the price. Basically, items in the convenience store, department stores, and most other stores have price tag.So you don't have to ask how much they cost, but sometimes small stores run by an individual don't have their price tags, right? When you don't know the price, you can use this phrase いくらですか? How much is it? It's a phrase you can use when you don't know the price. Since ですか is an honorific expression,So you can use this phrase to ask the price when you meet the shop clerk for the first time. If you want to ask a waiter you know, or if you want to use casual expressions, you can leave out the ですか and just say いくら. But I think it is safe to use honorifics for the first-time customers. If you want to know the price of the specific item, such as how much is this, or how much is that? You can use これはいくらですか or あれはいくらですか I think it would be easier for the other person to understand if you add これは or あれは and the pointed item. By the way, although it is grammatically incorrect, you can skip the particle は if you want it's going to これいくら and あれいくら. Number 4, これください. Can I have this one? What to say to the store clerk when you decide what you want to buy? So, you finally decided what you want to buy. Of course, you could just go to the cashier and silently take out the item, but that would be kind of unfriendly, right? In such a case, you can say to the clerk, これください. Even when you are not at the cash register. And this expression is really used casually. Basically, everyone says これください or あれください. Grammatically, you can just say くれ, which is the command form of ください. But it is extremely rude to speak in a command form to someone you have just met. So you should not use it. Also, since it is not clear what you want if you just say ください, you should add words like これ or あれ. Number 5, ありがとうございます. Thank you. Words for thanks. Japanese people also use thank you when they have finished shopping or when they want to express their gratitude to someone for something. ありがとうございます is a polite way to saying thank you because it is a non-honorific expression. If you want to say it casually, you can leave out ございます and just say ありがとう. Thank you. Number 6, ごめんなさい. I'm sorry. Expressions to use when apologizing. When you want to apologize to someone, you say ごめんなさい. I'm sorry. In Japanese, there are several other expressions for apologizing, and in fact, the word すみません or すいません introduced earlier can also use and as expression for apologizing. Since ごめんなさい is an honorific expression, so if you want to say it casually, you can remove なさい and just say ごめん to convey the message. But you should use an honorific for people you meet for the first time, so as not to be rude. By the way, some people may be confused at the first time, but this expression すみません or すいません, as I mentioned earlier, can actually be used as substitute for ありがとう. Thank you. It can also be used as an expression of gratitude for something someone has done for you, as in I'm sorry for bothering you. Number 7, 助けてください. Help me. Words you can use when asking for help. I hope you don't use this phrase when you come to Japan, but if you are in some kind of emergency situation and need someone's help, you can use this phrase, 助けてください. I myself rarely use it, but I think you want to keep it in mind for emergencies. ください is a polite expression, so you can also leave it out and say 助けて alone. Well, how was it? Did you find an expression that you know? The expressions I've introduced here are really the bare minimum, so please remember them when you come to Japan. I will continue to share with you the real Japanese that Japanese people really use and that you won't find in textbooks. And also, I will continue to explain the phrase you can use when traveling in an easy to understand manner by dividing into situations as a series of a video. So please look forward to it. I'm trying to put up more useful information for everyone, so if there's something you'd like me to share with you, so please let me know in the comments section. I'm seriously going to make a video based on them. I hope everyone's trip to Japan is fun and fabulous. So, see you guys in the next video soon.
動画を見てくれてありがとう。この動画がいいねと思ったら高評価とチャンネル登録お願いします。あとインスタグラムのフォローもよろしくお願いします。それじゃあまた。